Hey guys, Elderfall 101 here, back here with some more Skyrim. In today's video, we are starting a new challenge. It's going to be Legendary Survival Mode. The reason why we're doing this challenge is because in my last stream, someone asked if I would do it, and I said, if we got one donation and someone to join our membership, and we got both, and it was my good friend Defective Deacon who did this. So here we are, back in Skyrim. Real quick, before any of this ever starts, we got to go to gameplay and turn it all the way up to legendary. We won't be able to turn on not master mode, survival mode until we get out of Helgen. But go ahead and turn on legendary difficulty. Um, Usually I do research for challenges like this, but I'm kind of going in blind. My idea is I'm going to do a stealth archer approach because I feel like for legendary difficulty that's the best thing to do. But the race I'm going to pick an orc for the reason I want the berserker thing, because having a stealth archer with the berserker thing, it doubles your damage plus the stealth attack damage bonus. Then that's like times 6 on a shot. So my goal is to be an orc. That's the extent of my knowledge for this challenge. I know nothing about survival mode. I've never played survival mode before. I know you have to like eat and drink, and isn't like teleportation just like disabled in this? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm gonna be learning this as y'all learn it, and I think this will be a good challenge. We'll cut back in when we're at the gallows making our character. Okay, like I said, I think we'll end up picking an orc because I think the berserker rage with its like I think it's double the damage and you like take half as much damage for 60 seconds. I feel like that can be very important for boss battles because I think that's what's going to give us the worst time. For example, when we get to Bleak Falls Barrow to grab the tablet, I think that tablet's going to be really hard to get from that guy. I think that's going to be a really hard fight, and I think the double damage is going to give us a slight advantage in that fight with the orcs of berserker rage. So that's my plan for that. I plan on running, but not right now. But come here. I'm gonna make the guy look somewhat cool, but I've also never played an orc before. So when I do challenges like this, it gives me an opportunity to try things. The people of this orcish smiths are prized for the craftsmanship. Orcs, troops, and heavy armor are among the finest in the empire, and I feel like it's kind of unheard of to hear of like an orc stealth archer. I feel like that's kind of cool, you know. So let me make this guy, and I'll come back once we are done making him. Okay, so here's our character. I didn't spend too much time with the character customization, but I like the different customization options on the orc. Like I said, I tend to just play Breton every single time I play, so it's kind of cool to try something different. And we're gonna call this guy Shrek because I feel like even though Shrek's an ogre, and there is a difference, I feel like Shrek would still be a proper name for this guy. Don't kill me now, please. I have so much to live for. Oh. Also, I love the Axeman's outfit. The axe, the whole outfit just looks really cool. It kind of fits the theme. Thank you, Alduin, for saving us for like the 100th time this month. This is probably like my 100th playthrough this month. Not probably this month, but this year since 2026 started. I have replayed Skyrim so many times. I just wonder how much different legendary difficulty will be. Like I said, I've never really played legendary mode before. Never even really played survival mode before. So this is all gonna be really interesting. Golly, bro really hurt himself right then. Speed running, speed running. No, we're not trying to speed run through this. But I'm not gonna waste my time too much with this little beginning segment because like I can't fight anybody, so I don't think my legendary difficulty is really gonna affect anything at all. So let's get to here. For some reason I always just pick Hadvar. No real reason. If you're asking why Hadvar, there's really no reason. I'm gonna try to edit this quite a lot, but also like when we're in combat, I'm gonna try to keep that in because I wanted to keep it as original as possible. I don't plan on this series being too long, but it's been a minute since I've had a Skyrim series, so it's kind of interesting. One thing I want to check is, so 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. But one-handed 20, two-handed 20, 20, 25, smithing 20, enchanting is 20. So yeah, he doesn't start good with archery, but I have a plan. You know? I have a plan, okay? Y'all just gotta trust the process. I'm a little scared because, I mean, let me check one more time that we're on legendary difficulty. Yeah, we're on legendary. Because we don't get a bow until much later. I mean, the stealth archer's the idea for now, but low-key might just be a warrior. You know? I'm trying to think what would be hard. The Alduin fight will be pretty hard. It kind of let's see how hard it is to kill these two guys over here. This is really the determining factor. Holy crap. Yeah, we're in for a long challenge, baby. Oh my gosh, bro. These guys are already giving me such a run for my money right now. And they're beating the crap out of Hadvar. Stealth archery might be the approach, but also just saying that, like, Loki might have to do this now. So look, now we can do double damage for 60 seconds. This makes it a lot more reasonable. Yeah, that made that encounter a lot easier. 40 damage. I'll grab it. Did you have gloves on? No, you did have gloves on. I'm gonna grab them. Also, that makes sense. I actually forgot to put on the armor, so that makes sense why I took so much damage in this first couple strikes. But dang, Berserker's definitely the play. Not entirely sure if we're doing a warrior or doing like stealth yet, but we'll figure that out as we go. I need to get as much of this Berserker as I can. Yeah, the Berserker just makes the attacks just that much better. Yeah, so Berserker's wearing off now. Sorry, Hadvar. But also, doesn't that mean Hadvar should be extra strong? I feel like a companion is a must. So as soon as we can, we'll grab a companion. We'll also add a death counter to the top of the screen. So that I feel like that's just something cool we could have. You know, make the series a little bit more interesting, especially once we get to a little bit harder fights. You know, but I'll have to check out what survival mode is going to do differently. Yeah, these fights shouldn't be too hard because we're gonna have people helping us. Okay, I mean we're doing all right damage, you know. Maybe not going to be as hard as I thought, but when we go against the Draugr in Bleak Falls Barrow, that's, I think, what's going to give us a run for our money, you know? Also, once we get survival mode on, because I think stuff like skipping time doesn't work or something. I cannot wait in this location. Does it change the way we can, like, save? Can we save like normal? Might stick with warrior, but if I have to, I'll do stealth archery as well. The main goal is just to beat the whole game. If we get enough support on this series, I'll try to beat the DLCs like Dragonborn and the Dragonborn and Dawnguard DLC. And if that gets enough support, then we will maybe just make it like a reoccurring series where we just do. Maybe we go through the Thieves Guild quest on legendary difficulty. You know, like change it up a little bit. See what y'all want to see. But low key, this beginning segment has not been too hard, which I'm very grateful for. But it's definitely gonna get harder, and there's gonna have to be stuff like I'm gonna probably have to abuse enchanting or alchemy. Yeah, like restoration's gonna be our best friend in this. I feel like, you know, and food, like a lot of vegetable soup. What the heck? Who hit me? I went from like full health all the way down to like the bottom. I think I got powered attacked by one of these storm cloaks. Okay, y'all. So that's the first death. Also, we haven't saved recently. So that's going to probably send us back all the way to here. Nice. 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 I'll be back when we catch up. But our first death. And we haven't even got out of Helgen yet. And we haven't even gone into survival mode. I got a little too careless. Goodness. Okay, we finally made it out of Helgen. We didn't die anymore while in there, so I kind of just sped through the whole thing, so y'all didn't have to sit there and watch all the same things. But survival mode. Survival adds the need to eat, sleep, and stay warm. It also adds additional challenges such as no fast travel, reduced carry weight, and leveling up only when you sleep. See the survival mode entry and the details enable. Yep, we're enabling it. Which we had levels, but now we can't use it until we sleep, which is completely fine. Loki, Hadvar, I'm not sitting around for you. But yeah, this is gonna add some more challenge to the game. I've really never done a challenge run through Skyrim before. I've beaten like master mode Terraria, so like I can beat legendary survival mode Skyrim. I mean, I have more hours in Skyrim. But I think Berserker was the right play to use. I just think the double damage did so good. And y'all didn't see it because I sped through it. But I did stealth for a little bit with Berserker on. And I was doing like times like 6 like per shot. Not something we're going to utilize a whole bunch because it's not going to be as fun. But if there's ever a moment where like, okay, I just don't care, I'm going to use it, we'll go through it. So right now we're just going to go ahead and grab the Warrior Stone because I feel like that's what is going to work the best. No fast travel, by the way. Fast travel is disabled with survival mode. So that's going to, the thing that's going to make that suck is going to the Greybeards. Because we have to go to the Greybeards like 3 or 4 times. It's interesting, though, because this reminds me of how Morrowind plays. I've been playing a lot of Morrowind. There's no fast traveling in Morrowind, so you have to use the Silt Striders to go everywhere. So now we kind of have that same experience in Skyrim. And we're only at 1 death right now, so that's pretty good. I mean, I could have made that whole first segment really easy and just ran by everything, but I feel like that's not as fun. I don't know if we'll get to Bleak Falls Barrow today. My goal would to be get to Whiterun, talk around, sell some items, and make as many vegetable soups as I can, because I feel like that's the key. We'll need a lot of tomatoes. The rest of the ingredients are gonna be really easy to get, like leeks and stuff like that are just super easy to get. Leeks, potatoes, and cabbage. You are hungry, which reduces your total available stamina represented in the dark. Yeah, so food's gonna be important, and I think vegetable soup is just gonna be the best thing to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to this guy. Also, I'm so grateful I didn't get hit by any wolves on the way here. However, so you can help me out. He's a friend. He promised that you can help. A dragon attacked Helgen and destroyed it. There's a dragon. However, tell you the same thing. Do you have any supplies I can use? Yeah, I'm not gonna take that, but I'll take as much of this food as I can. Yeah, all that's gonna be really useful. I like how you can take certain weapons from him, but you can't take like the steel helmet, like the steel stuff. But he gives us free iron ingots here, which if we ever get into blacksmithing, that would be good. Can I grab? And I can grab these cabbages. Okay, I'm just searching all. Like, isn't there a little farm? Is this the little farm? Okay, just checking every barrel for food. There's another person we're here to come get. Real quick. I think he works over here. This is like, think of this episode as like the setup episode. We're just gonna set up for some great stuff. I could use this guy to max level with archery, but the issue is, I think if I level up too much, the enemies are gonna be too strong. So I'm not gonna try that. You hope you don't sound very sure. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to her so I can have Fendal with me. Just having an extra arm with me to like take shots and do extra damage, I think is just gonna be beneficial. For example, like Hadvar was doing a lot of the heavy lifting in Helgen. Did something happen? I could help you get that claw back. I have a letter. Yeah, from Sven. This weird love triangle. And you know what's funny? I can marry her too. That'd be really funny. Fatigue, you're tired, which reduces your total available magicka. Dang. I mean, I don't think this challenge is going to be easy, but we're just getting side effect by side effect. Where's Fendal at? Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up? Follow me. Also, another reason why we grabbed Fendal is I want to trade some things with you. Taking his house key. So he's gonna be a sponge for damage to us until we get probably Lydia, because Lydia I think is just better. This is Fendal's house. Now we can go into Fendal's house and take all of his food. Literally gonna take everything we can. Like legitimately everything we can in this house. I mean, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be with us. Oh, but our carrying capacity is so low. That is kind of scary. Don't worry, I'll drop some things. I don't need too many bows. I'll take that bandit shield. Drop the iron shield I have. But also, for now, he'll kind of just be our home, our player home. It is his house. Don't get me wrong, but we're roommates now, so we can sleep. I'm not ready to level up yet for a certain reason. Okay, honestly, let's just go ahead and drop some of my junk in here. But this is our house now. We didn't have to even pay for a player home. But yeah, And we have a cooking pot in here, which is just gonna help overall with food. Yeah, like salt piles, cabbage. Yeah, let's make one of those. Cabbage soup. Make that. But really, the key to greatness, I feel like, is gonna be the good old vegetable soup, which is gonna be kind of down here. Um, yeah, restores 1 health and 1 stamina for 720 seconds, and restores. Yeah, and it's really simple to make. We just need tomatoes. Tomatoes legitimately just gonna be the hardest thing to get. We just kind of have to like stumble across it. Yeah, this is our player home. If y'all like it, completely free by the way. There was a piece of bread on the table. I'm not that fat. I'm not going back for it. I'll just keep going back to Whiterun. But we'll come back here, back up when we're going to Bleak Falls Barrow. We'll come back up here. We'll restock, do all that stuff before all that. Shouldn't be too long to get to Whiterun. My mindset is if there's anything that's like really dangerous, I'm just gonna kind of run by it. I'm not really here to waste my time fighting everything, you know. But if we go to Whiterun as level 1, I'm pretty sure Jarl Balgruuf will give us a steel armor. If you show up as level 2, it gives you Imperial chestplate, which makes no sense because I already have one. And why is he giving us an Imperial chestplate? You know, isn't he supposed to be neutral right now? I thought he was. I don't know. There should be wolves up to the top left up here. The goal would be not to fight these guys. So let's just keep running. But yeah, the horse carriages in Whiterun are going to be our best friend. And as soon as we can afford one, we will probably buy a horse because I just feel like with no fast travel, horses are going to be a must. And to save on y'all's viewing pleasure, I will probably like cut out a lot of the tedious walking. Not in this first episode. Y'all are going to get a lot of the gist of the series while we're playing. Real quick, I'm not even going to fight this giant. I'm going to let them keep on fighting it. I'll get a couple swings in. I'll help them out. I still haven't killed him yet. I stopped harvesting a bunch of crops because I realized, like, I'm over encumbered now. So like, there's gonna be a healthy level of grabbing items, but also like, not like, yeah, arrows way now. So really, I just gotta drop a lot. But there's a lot of food out here. And when we make vegetable soup, I think it'll basically decrease the capacity, right? Because, like, hypothetically speaking, let's just look. Like 1 apple is 0.5. But, like, all the ingredients to make that probably accounts to 1. So once we just mass produce vegetable soup or cabbage soups, it'll be pretty easy. It's just getting a steady supply of tomatoes because I don't think there's tomato farms. That's something we just legitimately have to find. Unfortunately, he's gonna haggle us when we get here and be like, "Why are you here?" Appreciate it, buddy. You're looking good. I don't know why my speech. I mean, I guess why, but like at the same time, like you're warm. I'm battle-born. Like I said, yeah, like there's gonna be, we gotta get rid of a lot of nonsense. The mace does more damage, so I'm just gonna sell everything else. You know? Like, what's the point of carrying excess, you know? Also, we need a lot of money for stuff. Red apples, I mean, don't mind if I do.
Life's hard and trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
I'm gonna buy all of her tomatoes, but in return, I'm gonna give her all of my carrots. Oh no, I can't even sell carrots to her. Well, I guess I don't really need the cheese. I mean, money. I don't think money's gonna be an issue. I feel like we'll get a steady supply of money. Let me show y'all why we bought those tomatoes though, real quick. Yeah, it's a lot of weight. Get out, hey, get out of the way. She's floating. We'll go here. Just make as much vegetable soup as we can. Yeah, we just like tomatoes are gonna be the big issue. No, I don't really want to talk to him. I just don't know where we would get like a steady supply of tomatoes in. That was very interesting. I bought the tomatoes from her, and now they're gone from here. I've actually never realized they did that. That's pretty cool, though. Good attention to detail. What's up? What's up, dude? But yeah, like I said, I'll cut out a lot of the tedious running. Like, cause we're gonna have to, after we get done here, we gotta go all the way back to Bleak's Falls Barrow, and we can't just teleport. You know, we cannot teleport, which that's really what's gonna suck at the end of the day. Hey, I'm not. Yeah, that's had a great view. I always click that option, but the dragon destroyed Helgen and last of all, it was heading this way. Yeah, what do you say now? Look how good my guy looks. He's wearing so many different pieces of armor. Can you shut up? Yeah, get to walking. Get to walking. Hey, Fendel. What the piss? Michael Jackson would be jealous. Yeah, please return to your duties. And shablang, steel armor, massive armor upgrade. So that's really a game changer. The Jarl said you had a project need help with. Don't make me hit you upside the head with this mace, buddy. You know, if I could, I would fall asleep in his bed. You best believe that, Fendel. What time is it? 6:11. They're gonna yap for a while. I know I can't grab any of this food yet because I don't think I've become like one of his friends. Oh, I can actually. So a good steady supply of tomatoes is gonna be here, and fruit in general. Like, food is gonna be so important for this run. Holy potatoes, bro. There's so many. And then we can go run over here. Food. Someone's probably watching this who's like a really professional at Skyrim, and they're like, this guy has like alright strategy, but it's like not that good. He's like, you should be doing this, and this, and this. You know, like, he's probably saying that right now. Like, look at this idiot. You know, he just made vegetable soup. He should be making Bulgarian soup. It's better. Hey. Alright, where am I going and what am I fetching? Anything you can tell me? We're going to Bleak Falls Barrows, boys. Not in this episode. We won't get to Bleak Falls Barrow this episode. The air is comfortable here. I mean, survival mode makes the game a little bit more interesting. But let me just hypothetically check, right? Yeah, fast travel is currently unavailable from this location. That is going to be a big pain, and it's just going to make the game significantly longer. But I'm kind of here for it. I mean, it's going to make us see a lot of stuff that we don't normally see. So I guess I'll be back once I'm in Riverwood, because I think that's where we're going to end off the episode. So I'll see y'all in Riverwood. Okay, we're back in Fendal's house, and we're gonna see if we can make any more food. Apple stew. Let's make a couple. It looks like that's the only thing we can really make. We need a lot of salt, and I don't know where we can really get an easy supply of salt. But it's warm in here, which is really nice. And I think this will be the end of today's episode. We'll hop back in, and probably next episode will be us completing Bleak's Falls Barrow. And only one death so far, so that's pretty good, y'all. My name's been Elderfall 101. I'm gonna go to sleep in Fandal's bed. He can sleep on the floor. I mean, that looks pretty comfortable. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.